What's up, carnivores? Zach here with American Smoke, and today we're out here featuring my new Santa Maria style grill from our friends over at Bighorn. I think y'all are really going to like this grill. First of all, what you can see here is that we've got a small footprint. A lot of the Santa Maria style grills that you're going to see are very large. They take up lots of space. You know, if you've got a small apartment or limited space, this thing is ideal. It's sturdy though. I mean, it is very sturdy. You've got a rotisserie here at the top. It is a manual rotisserie that you can take and lock it into place, cook for a little while, unlock it, rotate, slide it back in, lock it into place, cook for a little while. Really cool. You've got 1, 2, 3 different cooking levels. These are all easily adjustable. You just twist this, lower it down, twist here, lift it, lower it, whatever you want to do, whatever you're trying to cook, whatever is appropriate height-wise as far as away from the heat source. Another thing I like about this is these shelves. Pretty solid as far as putting stuff on it, but you can just take and remove it. No big deal. You can just take and remove that. Easy peasy. All this stuff is easily removed. You just got these here. You just twist these and that loosens its grip onto your support pole here, and you can remove all of these very easily. So you don't always have to have the rotisserie here. If you think, oh, the rotisserie might get in the way, take it off, put it somewhere, get it out when you need it. These all rotate. So you can rotate that out of the way. Use it as a side shelf if you want, if you're not planning on using all of them. But you can rotate both of those out of the way, and you can cook on the main grate. Another feature that I just want to point out about this thing, aside from everything you just saw, is that it's something that's in their instruction manual, is that you can just take this grate out, take these shelves off, and use this thing as a fire pit, which is really cool. It's made of pretty heavy steel, and so it's going to hold up to some burning. You can just stand around, hang out with your friends, and have a nice little fire pit whenever you need it. But this thing is fairly lightweight as far as a grill is concerned. You know, some grills are super heavy, you need wheels, but I am able to, with it fully assembled, I am able to pick it up and move it all on my own, put it wherever I need it to go. Just in case you didn't know that grills are hot. You will need some gloves once you get to moving this thing around during a cook. You hold here, loosen there, move it around if you need to. Yeah, really excited. Like I said, small footprint, easy to move around, very versatile with the rotisserie option. And yeah, so let's go ahead and let's get started on this cook. I'm starting to think I should have shot this video out in the yard. Lots of smoke. We got our picanha here. It's been dry brining with a heavy dose of salt, some black pepper in the fridge for like 3 hours. And so it's kind of gotten a little bit dark, but it's going to help to get us a better crust on there. Okay, so let's go ahead and score our picanha. Now, you can see here that the grain of the meat runs this way. And so when you cut it, when you cut it up to eat it, you want to cut against the grain. And so to make sure that we know which way to cut, I'm going to flip our fat cap over here. And we're going to put our scores just in that direction. Now, we've got a thick fat cap on this picanha. You can trim that down if you want. I'm not worried about it, but you can. We're just going to cook it, eat it. What we don't want to eat, we ain't gonna eat. It's no more complicated than that. We're just gonna let some of that salt, seasoning, smoke run in to those score marks and hook us up with a really nice texture and flavor. Let's go ahead and let's double up on those score marks. So for anyone that's curious, one full charcoal chimney is pretty much what you need to fill this thing up with a nice bit of charcoal for cooking. For anyone wondering how hard is it to remove the rotisserie, it's nothing to it. You just lift it up and out. When you get it back in there, in order to make sure, there's a little notch on the top, and that's how it slides in. And so anywhere else that it's in there, it won't come out. And if you go past it, it locks, but you slide right out from the lock position and up out of that notch. Super easy to go up and out with your rotisserie arm. Okay, so I've got a little chunk of pecan wood that I'm gonna throw over there on the side of this charcoal. Just to add a little smoke into our cook. Get that smoking while this is continuing to burn off. And just for good measure, we're gonna hit everything up with a little bit of this PAM grilling high heat formula to sort of create a nonstick surface on our grates. Fun. All right, so that's pretty well seasoned up and burned off. Let's go ahead and get our picanha onto the heat. We're gonna go about 2 to 3 minutes on the meat side down. Let's give it a little turn for those crosshatch marks. Already looking good. Let's get some bell peppers on there and get some sear marks on these things. See if we can get a little char on them, and then we'll roast them on one of these high racks. All right, so we're at about 3.5 or 4 minutes on our sear time for the meat side. Let's get it flipped over, put a sear on this fat cap. Oh my gosh, that looks good. Okay, so we've got our fat cap rendering, we've got our bell peppers going here. We're gonna give this another minute or two, and then we're gonna get it up onto a higher rack. So I'm gonna go ahead and adjust this up to the highest level and get it ready for the picanha. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up here. We'll have this one at a lower level. That fat cap really gets to going. All right, so before we get too much of a sear on it, fantastic. We're gonna go fat cap up here up top. Let our bell peppers get a little bit more roasted while this slow cooks up top. Check this out. I told you that was gonna look cool with those close together cuts. Looks beautiful. And we're gonna let this cook, trying to get it up to about 125, 130 degrees. Yeah, this is gonna be good. We're gonna put a sear on this thing, and then we're gonna move it up. All right, so we're rocking along nice and slow. I wanna speed this cook up just a little bit. So the great thing about a Santa Maria style grill is that your heat levels are always adjustable from the heat source. You can always adjust your grates. And so we're gonna drop this down just a little bit closer here. So just like that. Let's give it a flip. Ooh, mama. That looks so good. Okay, so our pineapple's about ready. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to raise this up to the top level. I'm going to rotate that around. That way we can keep it over the heat, keep roasting it, and just leave it right there. It's been on there for about 15 minutes. We're going to let it go for probably another 20. I'm thinking it's going to finish up around the 40-minute mark. We may even add a little more charcoal here in a minute. I just really like how if I want to move something, if I think it's done, I can move it up and keep it warm, or let it do a slower roast up here like I've done with the pineapple and the bell peppers. And if I think something needs to be sped up a little bit, like I do my picanha, which is cooking a little bit slower than anticipated, because I think I should have added either a thicker layer of coals or I should have used lump charcoal instead of briquettes. Next time, we'll fix that. But right now, we're going to lower this a little closer to our heat source. It's just as easy as that. We'll keep monitoring it and pull it here in just a minute when it's at about 120, 125 degrees. Okay, so our temp is right on our picanha. We're right there at around 125, 130 in some of the thinner spots. Everything up here looks great. Everything's went really smooth, except, like I said, a little bit longer of a cook because I didn't put enough charcoal in there, but it come around nicely. So something I may not have shown in the video is I did flip this thing twice during the cook to get the heat coming up on both sides. Let's get it off, let it rest. Wow. That smells so good. Oh, wow, that smells good. Okay, so since we ran all of our score marks this way, we know that we need to cut this way to go across the grain. I like that idea a lot. Let's take a couple cuts off of here and see how it came out. Ooh. Big, thick, fat cap. Beautiful medium rare. Now, my kids will not eat this. And so there's two ways to cook these things. One of them is to cook it like this and eat it like a roast. Another one is to cut it into steaks and then you cook them directly over the fire as steaks. And so what I was thinking was, since I put the extra charcoal on the grill and it's getting hot again, is we're going to cut some thick steaks into this and we're going to sear those. See how that is. So we're going to go about an inch thick, inch and a quarter, something like that. Big, thick cuts. Nice medium to medium rare in the middle. Like I said, my kids are not going to eat that though, so we're going to sear this up and get it to medium for them. Sitting at about 125. Yeah, buddy. We're going to put a good sear on this and do it up right. 3 thick picanha steaks right over the hot fire. Yeah, they're going to love this, but I'm going to go ahead, since I don't mind it, give me a taste. Super tender, obviously juicy, really good. I've never had picanha before, so I didn't know what it was going to be like. It's sort of like a tri-tip, though. I think I like this better. We're going to salt it. Beautiful steak. Now that my kids will eat. Well, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video of me introducing y'all to the Bighorn Santa Maria grill. I hope you enjoyed the picanha cook. It was my first time doing it. Really happy with how it turned out. We got these steaks to a nice medium. I'm a fan of picanha. We're gonna get into this pineapple and these bell peppers. Yeah, that got that just right. We'll cut a slice into it and show y'all where that got it to. Just a nice, more of a medium. The kids eat that. Not bad. Guys, if you have any questions about this cook, let me know. If you have any questions about the Bighorn Santa Maria grill, I think I'm really gonna like it. It's a solid piece of equipment and it's really easy to use and super friendly on the budget. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll leave a link to this thing in the comment section down below. Come over to American Smoked Carnivores on Facebook. I'm in there every day. Thanks for watching. Smoke on, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Oh yeah, and as far as a fire pit is concerned, this thing's awesome. It's at the perfect height, just stand around. Awesome.